It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Nighthawks rocket arm quarterback, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Nighthawks and the Bears under the lights on Monday night.
Well, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Tonight, we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year, between the Oklahoma City Nighthawks and the Chicago Bears. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And CD, you look at our featured team here, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against the defense. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes. Right. So there's a lot of good that he did. But he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Purdy to throw it on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Looking to throw again on second down. Purdy. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender. Yeah,
well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Brock Purdy on the field. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Holding offense.
Mark that one against one of the top left tackles in the league, Tyron Smith. On first down, they go option to the right. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Purdy looking to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They run for the first time.
And coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky.
I saw that. I got it. But, right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. We're going to have that kind of reference. They've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
From the 41, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. That's Marshall. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Nighthawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chicago offense set to get started.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Now Purdy.
He completes it to Henry. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Over the middle, complete. That's Adams.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On first down, it's Purdy.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
On the screen, this is Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. First down, here's White. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 44,
Purdy.
His throw incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Purdy. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
First down, Nighthawks.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Oklahoma City has the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 7 from the 20. They'll look to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 2nd and 4. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Austin Mack. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Nighthawks go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Purdy from the gun. Caught on the right right side by Adams. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had 3 touchdown passes in that game a week ago. He's got 2 already here in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. 2nd and 9 now. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Derek Brown with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left side. So the incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Purdy looking to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Taking on the midfield logo. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw again.
Gets the check down throw to White.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll look to throw again. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Nighthawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
York now for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. So this drive spans 7 plays.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Chris Godwin, well over 100 yards receiving, and a touchdown catch as well. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Stephon Diggs, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows, you might get on one of those magical runs.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to one. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 50 yards. And the Nighthawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that's complete to Adams. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Purdy. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. And I'm with you on that. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
They run straight ahead here with White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They stay on the ground with White. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On the handoff, this is White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete right around the 8.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
And he is out of bounds here. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Nighthawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Purdy now to throw.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
York able to send this one through.
And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Soldier Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Purdy will look to throw again here. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, it's Purdy. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. To throw again on second down. Purdy on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first down, Purdy. To Thompson on the screen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on second and 7. Back to throw, Purdy. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They start the drive with White, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. White again. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On the give, it's White. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On a handoff, it's White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now a give to White. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down, they'll run with White. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
It's caught here by Adams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
1st down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's White. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 20-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll go up the middle with White. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
139 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's White.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Taken down right now on the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for our visitors,
they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.